Can you imagine if we put this into practice? Like, what would our world look like? Like, this is it. This is the answer. But it starts with us. It really does. Okay, hello everyone. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Trey Van Camp. I'm documenting my journey as a family man and as a church planter, and I'm hoping to always go back between these two lessons of Jesus is offering us a better way to life, and to remind us and all the dreamers and doers out there that Jesus offers us a better way to live. I have one job, and that's to remember that my whole new phrase is Jesus offers a better way to life and a better way to lead. And I said live? And I'm really excited about today's topic. I was going to shoot this in front of Olaf, just around the corner, the first year I've ever done Christmas decorations, and yet my neighbor is just standing out there, and I feel awkward. So now I picked the worst part of my house with all the weeds in the background and nothing pretty. And I didn't even put, this is the one section of the whole house I didn't put up lights. See the tie in there? Let's talk about fear. And I desperately want to get better at leading, and I really believe leadership is so many things, but I think a big part of it is calling people into action, but also caring for them with appreciation. And so one thing that we kind of do in the life of our church that we just did yesterday is we do these things called Dream Team Rallies. Oh.
Get through.
How you doing today?
Hi, Trey.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Are you
Christmas.
going to the thing tonight?
I'm gonna be there.
Do you know what game you're doing yet?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
So again, the whole purpose of this is to motivate and thank our people. What are we doing? We're giving them food. Are we giving them prizes, or how are we making them thanked? How are we making them feel
You're gonna
loved?
do the one-by-one thing. Also, everything's free.
I just sat on my knife and cut my finger.
You're not gonna say anything?
My Christmas harder than you. Wait for this.
Oh! It
lights up.
It's not that dark.
You see it at night. You'll see it at night. I'm lit, yo.
I don't know. Should I take this off? This is like the most lame thing. So Caleb thinks that these are chili peppers. These are absolutely Christmas lights, right? But look at those. I hope you can't hear Beauty and the Beast in the background. Now, I really believe there are two ways to lead things like a rally, to motivate people. I really believe you have someone's ear when you lead them by fear, but you have someone's heart when you love them from the start all the way to the finish. Just this last week, I read a book called Love Over Fear by Dan White Jr. I mean, if you'd asked me last week, you know, do you lead by love or by fear? I'd have said I always lead by love. I follow the way of Jesus. I love loving people. And yet this book super convicted me. I really don't want to do this whole book review. I don't think I'm good at that. But there is a part in the book that made me realize, wait a minute, what if I actually lead by fear more than I realized? And I hope that this encourages you as well. But you know you lead by fear if you're constantly feeling threatened. Really, his main thesis and what I talked about on Sunday, because we were talking about King Herod, is a fearful leader is both, I almost said Polaroid, is both paranoid and polarizing, and we put it together and we call it Polaroid. No, let's not do that. Here's the quote from the book that I think is helpful in a diagnosis of if you're actually leading by fear or not. We react with fear because something about our life feels under attack, and we strike out verbally or virtually. Fear rewires us for defense rather than discovery. And that totally reminds me about Christmas in general. Like, you have the story with King Herod, and he finds out about Jesus, and he's just a little baby. But even at a baby, he wants to kill Jesus because he felt threatened for his kingdom. He heard about this new king that would be so much better than him. And he was actually a very successful king. But again, when you're paranoid, it's never good enough. You have become a paranoid leader if you immediately defend yourself, never think about the other perspective, and never think that maybe God is using this person to introduce you to something else that can make everybody's life more loving and just better. But something I said on Sunday, and I think it's a great way to take this home, is paranoia has a way of making you powerful, but in a way that's always pitiful. Herod missed out on discovering his Savior because he got so in tune with fear, his first reaction was defense and diffuse and kill. Herod was willing to slay his kingdom in order to stay the king. Sin has a way of doing that. We're so dysfunctional, we're willing to hurt ourselves in order to feel powerful. The question is your heart toward others filled with compassion or competition? Perfect love drives out fear. So get this, our job is easy, just perfect love. Perfect makes sense, but what it literally means is full or whole. So another way to translate this is there is no fear in love. Instead, holistic love drives out fear. And I love that for us as leaders, our message isn't, okay, we got to pick up our bootstraps and just push through the fear. That's not it at all. In fact, the way we can expense the love of God is we first must holistically experience the love of God. And so that has been my takeaway for this week. At its foundation, I think if we're leading by fear, we need to take a step back and realize the opposite of love is not hate, it is fear. Therefore, I have a love problem. God, let me experience your love in a deeper way. And in so doing, I am able to love other people in a deeper way that leads people to the love of God. Hope you're encouraged by today's DocumenTrey. I so appreciate you. I hope you are having a very, very Merry Christmas. Let's not lead in the way of Herod. Let's lead in the way of Jesus.